EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's got him in. Complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
On first down, Rodgers. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Second down, it's Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 25 yards that time.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now ETN to start the drive. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. The first drive here, the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence under pressure, and they got to him again. Devondre Campbell, nice play to get in there and drop him. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Pushes him over. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Dillon.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Again, it'll be Dillon.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run it in with Jones.
And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. A choice to make. You're on the road. You're going to take the 3. You're so close to the end zone.
Well, you know what the book says. You know, that mythical book about what to do in certain situations. Road team, it says be aggressive. Go get a touchdown. Don't play for a field goal. I say keep that book open and do it.
And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here.
There he goes, right side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that.
They're looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Line of scrimmage to the 31 now on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers to throw.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off.
And the Jags are going to take over at their own 41. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know.
Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence.
Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Packers will take over possession here up at the 44.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down.
Got Dobbs over the middle. And they're going to get this up to midfield. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Rams on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yardage on 1st and 2nd down.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
He finds Watson complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down.
Rodgers now to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
On the counter, here's Jones. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Rodgers. Being chased out left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On play action, now Rodgers.
Looking sideline and connecting with Watson.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now what we have here, a third and goal. The things got a little dicey there as soon as he exited the pocket out to the left.
And he ends up throwing it for no yardage gain. I don't know about you, but my high school coach, John Ford, if he saw a ball in the air and you got no yard.
Touchdown, Packers!
Aaron Jones.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And one more time, here's Kirk. Room here to run. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line.
A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Lawrence going to throw again. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The slot man in motion right. Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
That one caught downfield by Watson.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before half for Rodgers.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On 1st down, Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk.
This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 57 yards.
Now Lawrence. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
And to throw again is Lawrence.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Jamal Agnew.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Jags have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Nixon now from his end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to aim.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers.
And when you're thinking about your opening drive in the third quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, just sitting back in my chair, let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change them.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Jones will score. Touchdown, Packers. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
To throw again on 2nd down, Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and
10. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get it down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
And now here's another interception.
And the Packers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Now a first down carry by Jones.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Here's Rodgers.
Got a man. It's Tunyon.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Again, it's Lawrence.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Packers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Packers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Agnew now to return.
All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return.
And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
Right at the 50-yard line. And the slot man goes in motion left. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Jones has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like they're totally out of it. They have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence.
This is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones, 28 yards.
And the Jaguars have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. After the sack on 1st down, Rodgers under pressure. They got him again.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing now is Rodgers. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked by Chad Muma. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in the tough spot with that interception.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. Back to throw, Lawrence.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Lawrence.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
To throw is Rodgers.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40. Back to throw, Rodgers. Looking downfield for Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout.
So the Jaguars going to get possession of the football first here in this overtime session as the kick is away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
On second down, Etienne once more. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive.
Check.
Etienne once more. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. Just looking down at this with a naked eye, looks like they have about 1.5 yards. Any chance they go for it here?
There's a chance, but I have to say, punt the ball here. Get rid of this thing and try and help your defense a little bit. I know there's that temptation, and I know people have it on their play sheet. I have that one play that'll get me what I need, but if you don't get it, you pretty much handed the game to the other team.
Jones now in motion left.
First throw of overtime for Trevor Lawrence.
Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
Boy, CD, they went with the aggressive play call, taking a shot downfield here on the first drive of overtime. Unfortunately for them, it backfires with the interception.
Yes, that aggressiveness sometimes comes with a price tag, doesn't it? You take the big shot downfield, trying to end the game right here, but they were ready for it, made the play, and now they have their opportunity to come down and kick a field goal and get this one over with.
And out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. An inside give to Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
To throw is Rodgers. Flush to his right. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th.
That's Tunyon bringing in the quick throw. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down.
Give them 11 on the gain there, and it'll be a Green Bay first down. Up the middle, Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's a heck of an effort from Josh Allen getting in there defensively. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Bulldozes past him, and all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
111 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brandon, I'd go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only 2nd down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for 3rd. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's 3rd down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports.
They'll look to run with Dillon.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
So he's able to take it in from 3 yards out. So a win here for the Packers. And we've said it so many times in the past, but it was Aaron Rodgers, CD, who really led the way.
Yeah, you really have to credit the protection he got as well. He had time to throw all game long, and he took advantage, throwing for close to 400 yards and 2 touchdowns.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Green Bay Packers. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and off we go from Lambeau.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Get 300! Get 300!
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You can go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Able to find Lazard. And he is going to have the Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
26.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. On play action, it's Rodgers.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, a give, and it's a fumble. And the Jags grab it. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point.
And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Nixon now from his end zone. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Steps away to his left.
Looking for Tunyon on the crosser, and he's got it complete.
But he is out of bounds inside the 35. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a play fake. Rodgers.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. Boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
He's got Tunyon complete over the middle.
And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tunyon.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 16. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And this one too low.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Lawrence will throw. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
They'll run with ETN.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Jaguars first down.
These 2 teams all tied after 1.
I'm ready. Hey, throw it. You got Thomas. You got Thomas. Hey, Simple. Let's go.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
Looking downfield for Jones. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
Nixon now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And he powers his way up past the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
A give to Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
88.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And some room to run now. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags 15. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They run again with Dillon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They run once more with Dillon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Jones again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. Dillon is in. Touchdown, Packers. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout. Marvin Jones! He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars! Marvin Jones. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll look for a drive to tie this up. Down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
26.
Now it's Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down. Rodgers going to throw.
He'll complete this one to Watson.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now. And again, it's Rodgers. He's got a man, complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Completes it again to Dobbs.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the 2nd half.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Screenplay, here's Etienne.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Really nice job there, showing the mobility, getting outside and creating something. I mean, that's good on any down. When you're going for it on 4th, that's a big play.
And it wasn't designed at all. Not a design play for him to bootleg out or get outside the pocket. That's just feeling pressure, knowing where to exit. And as you mentioned, finding the first down on a 4th down play.
Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. It's Kirk. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 57 yards.
And the Jaguars have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Packers 14. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, 88. Take 30.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off.
And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Flushed out right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit,
force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
3. Second down, another shot for Jones.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. He's going to air one out, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Down. Hey, exit. Hey,
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Christian Kirk, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Jaguars have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
54 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
The home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Steps away. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got him in. Complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Oh, no doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They go play action with Hurts.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44.
They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, You know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
To try again after the sack. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38.
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Play fake. Here's Prescott.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a real
touchdown. Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. That is caught by Lamb. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Prescott on 1st down. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time he fell incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And again, it's Prescott.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside to 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 30 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown.
There he goes, left side. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 78 yards.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Well, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Fourth down, Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
This is Smith to the ground. Touchdown, Eagles.
Devontae Smith.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they fail. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Try to lay one up deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Eagles are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Eagles send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Take it at the 37.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott, he's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Left side to Lamb.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 1st down, Prescott.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And now here's another interception.
And the Eagles are going to get the football back at their own 17.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
He'll look to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
On 1st down, Hurts. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. It's caught. Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the 1st half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Slot man moves right.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right.
And Hurts is intercepted. His 3rd of the game. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 23.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
On play action, Prescott. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the 1st half have now followed them into the 2nd half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.